Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play XCOM 2 Tactical Legacy Pack. In the previous episode we finished It Came From the Sea, shutting down pirate DJ radio, which was inadvertently luring chrysalids to the coastline, and unlocking the legacy armor for use in the main Let's Play, main game. But now, we must tackle Avengers Assemble, which, for the first time, does not involve Bradford. Although the Avenger is still far from being flight-ready, the ship has already become something of a hub for the early resistance movement. With both a professional and personal connection to the Avenger, Shen has taken on the role of facilitator, gathering resources and supplies to keep the ship in top condition, until the day finally comes when she can fly again. Let's get this started. As usual, we will be playing on story difficulty, and the legacy narrative VO will be enabled, because, you know, story.
Chief Engineer's log, Lily Shen, first entry. It's funny. Dad always used to smile when he said that. Some sort of inside joke from the old days, I guess. Well, the joke's on me now, isn't it? He's gone. And now I have to pick up the pieces. Problem is, I have no idea how they fit back together. Engaging Cloak Central tried to give me one of his pep talks today, right after Dad's ceremony. 5 seconds later, I had my first mission. Something about scanning some old ordnance our recon drone spotted. Oh, that and getting this entire ship operational. No pressure, right? Chief Engineer's log. Well, field notes, I suppose. We're approaching an old interceptor we picked up on a drone flyover. I made the mistake of telling Central about a new 3D replication system I'd been working on, and now he wants to blueprint all kinds of stuff. In this case, it was some old avalanche missiles we were after.
Missiles we never make use of in the game. Well, seeing as how we have a Reaper on our side, we may as well take advantage of that and have him scout.
Says I am to obey.
Already got an Advent mech to deal with, and no piercing rounds to use. Well, thankfully we do have a Claymore. Yeah, but they're too far away, and I don't want to move them in too close. Their detection radii may be reduced for our Reaper friend, but he can still be caught.
I go where I am needed.
So you get over there. Lily, you get over here. She does have combat protocol, which would allow her to take on the Advent mech. It wouldn't be able to kill it, but I imagine that's going to get upgraded over time. Silence. Shotgun wielder, huh? Well, thankfully this ain't Long War II, so I don't have to worry about range
Double time.
too much. And we've also got a skirmisher, which is kind of odd that a skirmisher would be working with a Reaper long before the events of the main game.
Moving quickly.
Just another one of those retcons, I suppose.
Eyes open.
Okay, they're starting to move over this way. You can stop moving any time now.
I'm gonna start keeping these entries for posterity purposes. Or just in case I get incinerated into atoms today. Those missiles were volatile before they crash-landed in the forest. And then, of course, there's Advent. If we can spot this stuff, so can the aliens.
A delicate placement.
Okay, you toss that Claymore there. I'm fairly certain the explosion is going to kill the troopers. Not the Advent mech, though. So I'm gonna keep the others on standby. Mech's gonna activate, but I can take it out with a combat protocol from Lily. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Believe me, I learned the value of combat protocol during my War of the Chosen playthrough. And a bunch of other abilities, though granted the value of those abilities came from...
They're onto us.
You don't say. Came from having cooldowns instead of charges.
On the move!
The mod, which, for the record, I think is actually fairly well balanced. You know, the more powerful the ability, the, well, longer it takes to cool down.
Non-evade detection.
Hard to believe we used to consider these avalanche missiles to be the most advanced ballistic weapons around. That was back when conventional warfare was a thing. These days, they'd be considered quaint at best, compared to what the aliens have. Still, I'm betting Central will put them to good use. If we survive this, that is.
I can see the objective from here.
That's when I got my first look at the missiles we were after.
Okay, we got a turret, a trooper, and I saw that Viper and Priest earlier. Gonna have to be careful. So you can't move over there without getting caught, you can't move there without getting caught, and there's no cover for Lily to use here. So can you? No. I'm just gonna put you guys on Overwatch just in case one of them wanders our way.
The aliens never seemed that interested in adapting any of our technology. They were definitely protective of their own stuff. I used to think they just didn't want us to have access to it, but maybe it's something else. Maybe they're afraid of what we might do. Crazy to say this, but I guess they're sort of like Dad in that way.
Okay, we've got an Advent turret. I could hit it with a combat protocol, that would take it out, which kind of makes me want to hold out another turn just so I have that available.
On Overwatch!
So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I am watching.
I am on watch.
Alright, I can get her moved in over here, that way she can move in quickly to take care of the turret. I know I'm losing out on the early bird bonuses.
Was wary of the aliens' tech. He'd always say it was the ultimate expression of biomechatronics. It wasn't meant as a compliment. I remember him arguing with Dr. Valen night after night. Despite the advances the alien tech offered us, Dad was determined to keep humans, well, human.
Alright, you take out the trooper. You do not get detected in the process, because you don't have the...
Death to the invaders!
What's the skill
Who
called?
can give me a resupply?
The one that keeps them from getting detected if they get a kill.
They found us.
Well, there goes Grim, but hopefully Lily will be able to take out that turret with her combat protocol.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, that should be no problem. Something tells me that combat protocol is going to be the blade storm of this operation.
Headed there now. Overwatch.
Advancing quickly.
Ah, there they come. Ah, figures.
I got nothing.
I'm not saying Dad was wrong, but modifying humans is one thing, upgrading equipment is another. The Avengers shell is already predominantly alien, an old transport ship Xcom managed to dig up in the early days of the war. If we actually tried to work with their technology instead of against it, maybe the Avenger will actually fly someday.
Okay, then. We got a Priest and we got a Viper. I can send my Ranger in, hit the Viper. That wouldn't kill it, but it would also leave him in cover against the Priest. Hopefully there's nothing else around. But knowing this game, there probably is. And then we've got Lily, who could move in over here and hit it with a flanking shot. Yeah, that seems to be the best move right now. Still leaves us with the Priest, but I shouldn't be too worried about them.
over. Let's move.
Okay. Biggest threat is taken out.
Yes, Commander.
I'm gonna move her over here. Justice the Priest. It won't kill it, but it'll leave it severely weakened and exposed. Okay, Grim, if you would be so kind, finish it off. And thankfully it didn't have a stasis orb.
No compromises. I am out of ammo.
Now, I didn't have him stealth up because if I did that...
myself, aren't I? Can't get the Avenger up and running if I can't make it through one salvage operation. Did Dad ever have to go on these? The way people used to look at him, you could see the respect. Right now, I think these soldiers just look at me as another piece of gear they need to protect.
Where was I? Oh, right, because if I did that and then took the shot, there was a chance that...
Darkness is my domain.
That he would get revealed, and this has a 5-turn cooldown. And I kind of need him to do scouting to make sure we don't get surprised by the aliens. Okay, nothing so far. Can I get her moved up into a position in 1 turn? Yes.
Headed there now. Always wanted to try this in the field.
Boy, that didn't sound sarcastic at all. Oh well, too bad.
On my way.
I got the goods.
Alright,
Once
start
we had the
moving
missile
up.
secured, we just had to fight our way out of there.
Got it covered.
Got that secured, now let's just take out whatever's
I go as
left.
ordered.
Hopefully we'll get one of those sound wave things that gives us an idea where they are. Or they'll just come to us. Not surprised. It is a shotgun after all.
Missed.
Okay, that sectoid is priority number 1. It needs to die. Like, now. Ooh. I could send him in, take out the sectoid, because they do have the weakness to melee attacks, but that would leave him exposed to both the Stun Lancer and the Advent Trooper. Only 2 damage to the Advent Trooper. Let's see. Your judgment is still on cooldown. 49% chance. Grim. You could get in over here and get a flanking shot off on the trooper, at the very least. You? Yes. Hopefully this won't expose you.
Folks says hello.
But of course it does.
Now we fight in the open.
Okay then, in that case... 32% chance. And I can't get into a good flanking position. Looks like somebody might be getting wounded this turn. Okay, I'm gonna take a risky shot here. That was not worth the risk, so instead I'm just gonna throw a frag grenade. Alright, Silence. I need you to go in and take out that sectoid before it becomes a serious threat. Ah, crap. And I can't get a combat protocol in the sectoid unless if I move up.
Heading out.
Good. Now I can zap it and finish it off. Fortunately, this means I have nobody on Overwatch to take care of the Stun Lancer. And I don't have a Blade Storm on the Ranger. So somebody is getting hurt this turn unless the Stun Lancer chooses to just retreat.
Oh, they've
Nope.
got me locked in. The enemy moves to fight.
Well, can't have a perfect run every time. And of course, it was the last one, but
Got him.
eh.
Draining ammo fast.
I'm not sure who was more surprised about how well this mission went. Me or Central? He was almost beaming. Still, wish Dad was around to see it.
Yeah, me too, Lily. Me too.
Day 1 log supplemental. May not have saved the world on my first mission, but we got the missile scans back to base.
See, Mimic Beacon, Skulljack, Mimic Beacon, that could be useful. I prefer just having outright explosives, so I'm going to take the utility items. Not sure what good the Skulljack is going to do, but Mimic Beacon could be useful as a distraction. Also got our Haywire Protocol. Phantom, Total Combat. Alright. See, Remote Start, that's going to be useful. Blood Trail. We also got a Grenadier. That's going to be useful because I was severely lacking in the Grenadier department on the last operation. Though I get the feeling Lily's not going to have Aid Protocol, which could cause a problem because it means I don't have a healer. Oh well, got enough time, let's head on to the next mission.
Chief Engineer's log. Day 12. It's been almost 2 weeks since my last mission, and it looks like I may be called up again soon. After crawling around the drive shaft tubes for the last 5 days, I'm actually thrilled at the change of scenery. Not to mention the smell. We're in a concealed position. We've zeroed in on a crashed Sky Ranger, pre-war. The drive assembly on those things? Well, it could be the answer to my prayers. That is, if it survived the crash. And if I manage to get a clear scan of it without us all being captured or turned into muton chow. Is it strange that I'm starting to feel excited about all this? Then again, I am covered in synthetic coolant. This area has been relatively quiet for years, but Central's picking up intermittent enemy chatter nearby. Hopefully we can get to the Sky Ranger nice and easy. Still, I'd better prepare the squad for a fight. Suddenly not as excited about this mission as I was before.
As you shouldn't be. Alright then. Drill as usual, send Grim in to do the scouting.
The invaders send a patrol.
See, a priest, a trooper, and I know it's gone invisible, but also a Viper. Alright, let's get him up here. See if he can't see anything else. Nope. Okay then.
Copy that.
Alright, let's get our Grenadier up here, get her a good line of sight. Skirmisher. Not a whole places for a lot of places that had that. Not a whole lot of places for her to grapple to. Let's head over here.
Moving quickly.
Silence. Let's get you around the side. And Lily... Oh wait, no, that was Lily. Shoot. Well, we can still get you around the side over here. Alright, what are these guys gonna do?
I don't think I've ever actually seen a pre-war Sky Ranger up close. These days, we've been trying to cobble them together from whatever parts we can find. I remember Dad showing me his drawings of the initial prototype. He was so proud of the design. We have to get that assembly.
I'd normally try and start this off with a grenade, but I've only got one, and I should probably save that for... Oh, she's also got a proximity mine. Nice. I should probably save that for when I really need it, so you go on Overwatch.
Eyes on the prize.
Lily, what are your shot chances? 80, 77, 77. Not bad, not bad. See, Grim, I'll keep you in reserve, mainly because you have that blood trail ability. I also still have remote start Purifier. Oh, that is going to be so useful. I can't tell you how many times that saved my ass in the main game. Silence, what are your shot chances? Not very high. Only 83% chance. Who should be my... You know what? I think Hitchhiker should be my alpha striker on this. Because I could just use Justice, take out the Advent Trooper immediately. Hopefully the others can get some good shots off on the rest of them. So, Silence, you go on to Overwatch. Oh wait, no, that's bad. Because he has Phantom, he remains concealed even when everybody else doesn't. So that was actually kind of a waste.
Got it covered.
Oh well.
You are judged.
And have been found guilty. Wow, the shock of that just caused him to die.
We defy our creators.
Give me a break.
Okay. The Viper is the biggest threat right now. I need to take that out. If my Skirmisher can pull that off, great.
I will not fail you again.
Well, I certainly hope not. Okay, then, in that case, Grim. Because unfortunately I want to use you for the Priest, but that's not going to be an option anymore. You flank around behind it. And take, hopefully, a killing shot.
Remember, they are not victims.
I really can't wait until he gets the silent kill ability. Yeah, big shocker, he's using stasis. That's kind of what they tend to do.
At the time, the Sky Ranger's design was considered risky. It broke every record in the book without losing a single pilot. That was before the aliens arrived. They set a new standard, both for speed and casualties.
Weapons burn and ammo fast!
Okay, Grim, return to the shadows.
My natural habitat.
And get to scouting.
I go where you tell me.
Nothing so far. Good. Why don't you get up here, get a bird's eye view of the area.
An alien patrol.
Yeah, that figures. But that's also why I saved my explosives. Unfortunately, killing the priest, as usual, does not remove the stasis. So that's rather annoying. But so be it.
Getting it done.
To be honest, giving this guy Shadow is... Well, not Shadow, Phantom is kind of a waste considering we already have a Reaper.
I know Central is eager to get a bird in the air, but I'm here for a different reason. If that drive assembly is in one piece, it may be the key to getting the Avengers' engines turning again. Haven't told Central yet. Didn't want to get his hopes up. Or mine, maybe.
Okay, then why don't you get over here, get a better view on these guys. Doesn't look like they'll be moving, they're just gonna stay guarding that.
That was a Sky Ranger, all right. Overgrown, but otherwise fairly intact.
Would I be able to hit all of them with a claymore? Not quite. I'd have to get closer, but isn't exactly a whole lot of cover to work with from there.
I will go. Solid copy.
And the problem is that if I move them any closer,
We're green to go.
they're going to be seen, which will reveal them, or activate the
now.
pod, actually. Okay, I can get Lily over there without getting caught. She won't have line of sight on the enemies, though, but I
You got
don't
it,
think
Commander.
that's something I need to worry too much about. Wait, they're moving. Crap. Well, at the very least, they can't attack this turn.
Got a lot of questions from the squad about my plans for the Avenger on the way here. My plans? How about survive this mission and not get you all killed? Then I'll worry about the ship.
Alright, let's see if I can't take control of this one. Or at the very least, shut it down. 62% chance. But there's still a chance of failure. Screw it. Yes! Ah, shit. Suppose I should have seen that one coming. Smiley. You're way too far away to be able to do anything. Great, I was hoping to launch a proximity mine. But it doesn't look like that'll be happening. Hitchhiker, could you... No, you can't. I was hoping she'd be able to grapple up top. And the only place she has line of sight on enemies is exposed and cover.
A useful aid.
You know what? I think it's about time I use this mimic beacon. If only to keep them distracted. And Grim, honestly, there is way too many enemies around for us to be able to successfully use you without the risk of getting you exposed. So I am gonna have you fall back
I am to obey.
and hunker down.
My position is safe.
Same thing goes for you,
In
Silence.
position.
Good, good. Go for the beacon.
Stay with us. Damn it.
Preliminary scans show that the drive assembly survived the crash impact. That's the good news. They also showed that enemy forces are closing in on our position. When I told the squad, they shrugged it off and acknowledged. I know they're willing to sacrifice themselves for this, my mission. But can I give their lives away so easily? Hopefully it won't come to that.
Fire in the hole.
Okay, let's get that proximity mine going. That Stun Lancer is exposed, thanks to the Mimic Beacon, so I don't think I really need to worry too much about it. Unfortunately, I can't use the micro missiles on the sectoid, at least not completely, because that would destroy the drive shaft assembly. Speaking of which, could Lily... No, she can't. Would she be able to do it from... Well, she can't even get up there because Hitchhiker's blocking the path. Okay, Hitchhiker, I need you to hit this Stun Lancer. And now I need you to do it again.
It is dead. My ammo is depleted.
Okay, Advent Mech. I don't think I really need to worry about these two because, well... they're kind of going to get blown up by the proximity mine. Need to focus on this sectoid. Okay, Lily, who can use Zap? Not worth it, not worth... kind of worth it, but not really. And unfortunately, he has just enough health to be able to survive a zapping. Really hope we can get an upgrade for that. Let's see. Definitely not. Grim. Could you take care of that sectoid? I'm hoping you can do this and not get detected. Please. Good. That's part one.
Possible for aliens. My ammunition is almost gone.
Every time.
We are known to them.
Yeah, I noticed. See, you've got line of sight, but it doesn't matter on the trooper, because he's just gonna get blown up. Let's see, Mouton. Ugh. Honestly, I think it's best I just keep you in Overwatch.
I'm on Overwatch.
Silence, you hunker down.
Cover.
Good, the mech is still hacked.
Maybe I should go out more often.
I'm actually kind of wishing you hadn't done that, because him moving would have... There we go. Man, these guys have terrible aim. And even worse damage. Let's see, would I be able to micro-missile both? Nah, range isn't good. Well, not range, but AoE isn't good. Alright, in that case, you know what? Micro-missile the Advent Trooper, get him out of the fight. And Grim, why don't you take out the Mouton?
Return to your god.
That's all the
I
enemies.
need ammo to hunt.
So long as I can get this
We
scanned.
took care of the aliens near the Sky Ranger. All we had to do now was scan the rotor assembly.
Preferably before the hack wears off on the Mech Trooper. Well, Advent Mech.
Right up my alley.
But even if it did, I don't think I'd have too much of a problem with it. I've still got plenty of explosives.
Item secured.
We managed to scan the assembly and a few other key parts without a single loss. The grunt of approval from Central made it all worthwhile.
Yeah, we actually did fairly well. That was a decently easy mission. despite not being able to use my Ranger.
Spent the morning looking over the drive assembly scan. It was beat up, but close enough for our purposes. We're one step closer to getting this ship off the ground. Only about another 1,000 left to go.
Ooh. Personal combat sims, experimental ammos. I'd have to get rid of my Mimic Beacons and Skulljack, but I didn't really use the Skulljack. The Mimic Beacon was useful, but having the Talon rounds and the Dragon rounds, plus the blue screen rounds for when I can't hack, it's going to be very, very useful. Sorry, Mimic Beacons, you served us well, but these experimental ammos will be much more useful. Shame I can't get armor piercing on the Reaper. Alright, we got Scanning Protocol, that'll be useful. Rover Mark II, that'll definitely increase my effectiveness with the Combat Protocol. See, Augmented Shotgun, Experimental Blade, Ionic Ripjack, Cal 15, Shadow Strike. Okay, got Wrath, 0 in. Shrapnel. Still haven't gotten the ability that makes it so that you don't get caught if you manage to get a kill, which sucks, but hopefully we get it soon. Got Suppression, might be useful. Yeah. Okay then, moving on. But with that, we have come to an end for this episode of XCOM 2. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications for when I upload, or to hit the straw polling to vote for our next Let's Play. And please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.